A very good morning, everybody. I hope you've had an incredible time thus far. My name is Tami Ngadimeng, and I will be your program director for the next few hours until I hand over to another colleague of mine. You are now welcomed to the Global Energy Leader Forum. Just a few housekeeping rules. You can keep your phones on, but please do keep them on silent. We do have an African Energy Week app, so if you haven't downloaded that, you're going to need it not only for today, but for the rest of the week. So we please encourage you to do so and utilize it to see where you should be headed to. Our speakers will be speaking in English. If you would like a French translation, ensure that you are grabbing a translator at the door. We are translating into French for your convenience as well. We've also ensured that you can connect onto Wi-Fi. So if you look at our signage at the back, just in case you do not remember anything I am saying, do so. It's right next to our sponsor's name. And without further ado, I'd also like to acknowledge our sponsor for this stage today, Sonangol. So please, a round of applause for them for sponsoring this stage. During the session, if you'd like to take a comfort break, feel free to do so. We just ask you to please ensure that you do not block the way of the cameras, because we do have some footage that is being taken today. So, Global Energy Leader Forum. I'm known as a message architect, and I like to break down and build words that advance humanity and society. As I was reading the synopsis, I thought to myself, yes, Africa's energy sector holds immense potential, but the truth is, Africa's tired of just saying potential. We want now reality to sink in. And that's why we're having conversations and discussions like this. The truth is that we don't lack conversation. What we lack is outcomes, deliverables that are implemented. We do have what is called G20 that is happening for the first time here on African soil. Every time G20 is discussed, what comes to mind for me is after November, it's gone. It moves. But what have we done in order to ensure that we build legacy for Africa? G20 isn't just about the rooms where the heads of states are speaking. It's about how we utilize the traffic that is here and create side events, side conversations like these here at African Energy Week. How we create legacy for Africa so that once we hand over the baton to the next country, we know what foundation we have built in order to advance Africa and move it forward. It's time that we move for Africans alone. It needs to be for Africans, by Africans. And if we want to have by Africans, then we can no longer just speak. We need to have forums that have outcomes that we implement for ourselves. If we want to do so, then we will have to reach objectives. And in this forum today, we'll reach 3 objectives. Enhance energy security and sustainability. What is sustainability? Really simple terms, we're building legacy. We'll talk about strengthening global collaboration. What is really collaboration? Do we lack collaboration, or do we really lack integration? And the last objective, we'll shape policy and regulatory frameworks, speak about that. What does that really mean in simple terms? We'll create a map that will give us direction so that we can reach a destination that is known to all of us. But without further ado, I'd like to call on somebody who will give us a welcoming address. So please help me warmly welcome the Secretary General of the IEF, that's the International Energy Forum, Jassim Alshirawi.
Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. It's a privilege and honor to join you today in this private investor forum on global collaboration and strategic investment in Africa's energy sector. My thanks to NJ and his team at the African Energy Chamber for convening and co-hosting this important forum, and also to our partners, S&P Global Commodity Insights, and Atul and his team. It's always a pleasure to work alongside with you. On behalf of the IEF, I welcome you all to this important roundtable. This forum could not be more timely. Global collaboration and strategic investments are not abstract concepts. They are practical levers that will determine whether Africa's energy sector can unlock its potential. The opportunities are vast: resources, markets, and talent, but also so are the challenges: capital flows, infrastructure gaps, policy alignment, and above all, energy poverty. The International Energy Forum, the IEF, is the global home of energy dialogue. With members spanning over 6 continents, the IEF brings together ministers and industry leaders from producing, consuming, and transit countries to do precisely what this session is all about. We seek to connect perspectives, build confidence, and help translate ambition into delivery. Our mission is to provide neutral, fact-based platform where producers and consumers of energy can build trust, strengthen transparency, and manage risks that shape the energy markets. The IEF fosters informed and inclusive dialogue on energy security and data transparency, as well as orderly, inclusive, and affordable energy transitions. And the last point is a key one. Today, 700 million people still live without access to electricity, and another 2.5 billion people still cook using traditional biomass. For many, energy access is not given, it's a daily struggle. That reality must be an integral of every discussion on investment strategy. Because energy poverty is not only an African challenge, it's a global challenge. Addressing it is central to stability, prosperity, and just transitions. At the IEF, we know dialogue does not mean agreement on every issue. It means creating the space where cooperation becomes possible and where investors, policymakers, and partners can align around practical solutions. That is the spirit I hope we can carry in today's roundtable. So I encourage all of us to share our insights candidly, listen with an open mind, and explore where collaboration can turn obstacles into opportunities. This is how Africa's energy future will be built and how this forum can move from dialogue to delivery and to action. Thank you very much for your attention.